Hey everybody, welcome to Adventures with Peps. Now, I am not sure if this will be part of my vlog series or if it will be its own little paint guide, but today we are going to paint my character, Oll Persson, the urban explorer of Sector 102. Came up with him in my little book. Now, if this is part of the vlogging series, you'd have seen me just create that, so I apologize for you having to hear that twice. If not, I will drop a link so that you can go find that series. Right, let's kick things off. We are going to start with his urban outfit. I'm going to do pallid bone. Now, this is a light shade of color, so I don't have to do anything too crazy here. So the plan is I'm just going to cover the entire model with it and let it dry. And we can build off that shade. Make sure I'm in focus. We're just going to work our way around the model. So I primed it black, and then I did a rack of flesh shade over it. And then obviously I'm going to hit it up with this bone color, which is mostly for his outfit, but it's going to help the flesh shades as well. So I want to get it pretty much anywhere that I can. Like I said, it's going to be a nice light color. It's not a dark shade in any way, shape or form. So it will form the basis of any other color I put on this model, which isn't actually a lot. There's going to be some gray for the weaponry that he's carrying and equipment. Some greens. And then of course some flesh tones. There we go. Wherever I go quiet in this video, I'm going to fast forward because I don't want to have a super long video. I'd like to have this as part of the vlogging video, but it really comes down to how much time I spend on each day. My initial goal was 15 minutes a day. I would talk about it at the end of the video, make a short out of it, like a 3-minute short from a 15-minute video, then merge all the videos together to create like a Monday recap. And there we go, that is the skeleton horde down. We're going to pause here and I'll come back in a minute. Right, with pallid bone now dry, we're getting a rough idea of what stuff's going to look like. Hang on, let me sort my light out. There we go, that's better. Right, we are going to move on to Crusader skin. Whoa, as I trash my paint palette. Now, he doesn't have a huge amount of flesh on show. It's definitely enough, but it's not a huge amount. It's probably not going to look much different from the pallid flesh, I guess. Or pallid bone, if I can get my words out. Now, hopefully my microphone's picking up everything I'm saying, otherwise I'm going to have to do a voiceover. But I got a new setup, which is why I had to mess with my light, which hopefully will allow me to talk and paint at the same time without it being too awkward for me. If it turns out to be too awkward for me, I will stop yapping and we'll just do a voiceover. But if you're hearing me say all this, I obviously don't mind the setup. If you're not hearing any of this, you'll never know. You'll just never know. Right, that's one arm done. Got one arm left, I'm missing a finger here. Might go over his knees again. Not entirely sure I had a good amount of paint on my brush the first time. Now, this model is converted from Warlord Games' 8th Army. I had some spare models. They had parts that made sense for the look that I was going for. Like I mentioned in the vlogging video, I was looking at Hero Forge for it. I'm glad I didn't go that route. I had the parts here, I got to use them. They've been sat on my shelf for way too long, so it's nice to actually have used them. I'm getting something pretty good from it, so we are going to pause the video again and let that dry up. Right, we are back. There we go. We now have some skin tone on the model. I am just trying to make sure I am in focus. It's very hard. There we go. Hopefully I've been in focus. Right, we are moving on to camo green, which I'm going to use on his jacket. There's also a tiny little rim around his hat. So I'm going to try and do that first on camera. Show you where I'm talking. It's going to be up here. And then we're going to do all this jacket in here. If I go quiet, it's just because I'm concentrating. It's not because I'm ignoring you. I'm a man of few words at the best of times, so trying to fill empty air whilst I'm talking isn't the easiest. There we go, we got the rim done. I'll pause to paint his jacket and then we'll be right back. Right, the green is now on. He's starting to take shape, I think. I do like the fact that I had that pallid bone as a base coat for it. I think it's bringing all the colours together quite nicely. Now, of course, he is not as bright as my other characters in megacityone. He's probably closer to this Mooty than anything. But that is the persona that I want him to have. He is not a character, a comic book character. He is straight up a citizen of megacityone. Right, we got Darkwood up next. This is going to be for his brown beard. I don't know what else yet. There'll probably be something else. Now this beard is terrifyingly small. So I'm going to be as careful as I can. This is a big part of this character's persona. I don't want to mess it up. I think we're doing okay. I can't see the beard line. Hopefully I didn't just mess it up. Right. I'm going to fix the back and then we'll be... Right, that is all the brown done now. I did his little pickaxe and his boots as well. And of course the beard. He is coming together really well. Right, I did the yellow. I stupidly forgot to hit record, but it was just that dot on his like flashlight that I made. So I've only got 2 colors left. I've got a leather that I'm going to do a few areas in, and then a dark grey for the metallics. So hardened leather is up first. As it spills all over my desk in a beautiful way. I love it when that happens. Right. First thing I want to pick out is this little, I guess it's a water bottle. Not entirely sure what it is, to be honest with you. We can really heavily go on it. Maybe too heavily. Then there's this weird, I'm not sure what it is. I'm going to say it's like a truncheon weapon. Get that all blocked in. Very nice. Whoop. Spread over his butt. Let's see if I can fix that up. Now the only way I can fix it up is by slapping some water on it. So I'm just trying to get as much off my brush as I can. Oh, that's just... It's going to be a little bit of a mess, but that's okay. We can live with that. Let's carry on with his backpack. I'm loading up my brush way too much. Just because I spilt it doesn't mean I have to use it all. I'll just just have to accept that I messed up and that I'm wasting some paint today. I work my way around nice and neat, or as neat as I can be. I did not realize that was actually separate. So we're going to go back to the green and try and get that top backpack done. Hopefully I got enough wet green still on my palette here that it hasn't cured fully yet. I did not... I thought that was his bedroll. It's actually the top of his backpack. And then finally, it is the Gravelord Grey. This I use for metallic-y areas on most of my models. There are some exceptions to that rule, but it just makes a nice dark grey, which I feel suits a lot of weapons, past, future, whatever. It's very rare that they are actually super shiny. Most people try and dull down their weapons because they don't want them to be spotted. This torch is going to be a pain. So I'm going to stop here, finish this model off camera. I don't think I'm going to highlight. I'm going to let this fully dry, see how he turns out in the end. We'll do some glamour shots. If I do highlights, you'll see in a minute. But anyway, as always, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll catch you very soon. Cheers for watching. Hey, thank you for watching this video. Make sure you like, subscribe, and then go watch this one. This one up here. Give it a click. Bye-bye.